Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn some Taekwondo terms and vocabulary. So this is going to be a comprehensive guide for beginners. It's of course cannot be comprehensive, but we're gonna try. So when you first start doing Taekwondo and you're doing the training and you go to classes, it could seem to be a little bit more intimidating because there is such a new environment and you hear these new words in Korean, there's new vocabulary and terms that you are required to learn. So in South Korean culture, particularly in the language of South Korea, it's very prevalent part of Taekwondo. So in order to practice Taekwondo, you have to learn these different terms and words and you have to be familiar with them. So these words that you use during the training, in class, it's very important that the Taekwondo school also teaches you these Korean phrases and they're gonna quiz you when you do an exam. At first, these words can be difficult, but we are going to practice it together and hopefully that's going to help you to learn them a little bit better. So what are the Taekwondo terms and vocabulary that you should learn? This video is going to provide you a basic foundation of Korean terminology for Taekwondo practitioners. The first word is Taekwondo. Yes, so what does Taekwondo mean? Taekwondo is a martial art that requires fast, dynamic kicks and punches. The word Tae, so Tae means striking with the foot. Kwon translates to striking with the hand, and the Do translates to the way, so the philosophy and the spiritual part. So the Do is always something spiritual, the way, the road, the journey. Altogether, Taekwondo means the way of the foot and the hand. Sabumnim. Sabumnim is the master of the instructor at your Taekwondo class. The term literally translates as a respected teacher or instructor. So sabumnim. So this word just translates into the head of the school, so the person who is in charge. So ITF Taekwondo uses a Korean terminology for different degrees. So 1 to 3rd Dan instructors are bo-sabumnim. So bo-sabumnim the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd Dan. The 4 to 6th Dan, so 4, 5, and 6th Dan masters are called sabumnim, sabum. And the 7 and 8th Dan masters are also called something different. They are called sahaeon, so sahaeon. And the 9th Dan, the grandmasters who reach the 9th Dan, they have also a different name. They are called saseong. So there is always a suffix at the end, which is nim. So sabum nim. They should be attached as a respect. So the nim is also attached, for example, when you say bo sabum nim, which shows respect. So bo sabum nim, and so on. Saheon nim and saseong nim. The next word is Dojang. Dojang means the physical area or the studio of your Taekwondo class. So it's not dojo, dojo is Korean, it's called Dojang. You should always treat the Dojang with respect. When you enter the Dojang, you bow, and when you leave the Dojang, you bow again, and then you can turn away and leave. This means that all the other intentions and motivations you had outside of the Dojang, you should leave it behind, and when you enter the Dojang, you come there only to improve your Taekwondo skills. And when you leave, you can get back to your everyday life. The next word is dobok. Dobok, which means your Taekwondo uniform. So dobok. You are required to wear a dobok when you're competing, when you're training. It's just your basic uniform, like any other uniform. You're required to wear it. If you look at the anatomy of the two characters, so the Do and the Bok, you will notice that this consists of Do. As we talked about this in the beginning of the video, the Do means the way, so the spiritual part. And it's also the last word of Taekwondo. The Bok means clothing, so any type of clothing that you have. So if you put together the word Do, Bok, It literally translates into uniform in Korean, but it's also like a way of clothing. So this is a special type of clothing. Traditionally, the Taekwondo uniform is white. This represents peace and purity. There is also a black edge to the dress, as you can see here. So this is from 1 to 3rd degree, and when you reach the 4th to 6th degree, you have a line on the arms and on the legs as well. And when you reach the 7th degree, those lines split, so you have 2 lines. And in most uniforms, one side you wear the ITF logo. Here is the International Taekwondo Federation's logo, and this is the official one. And also this symbolizes a fist and it says ITF. And on the other side, you should wear your club's or your Taekwondo Association's logo. So everybody has a different logo. This is my Taekwondo Association in Hungary. You can also have a flag of your country, which also shows you if you're in an international tournament or where are you from. Group means grade. So when you have your belt, you can be different type of groups, so 3rd group, 4th group, 6th group, and so on. And this represents that you are in a colored belt. So any type of group, you say what group you are, others will know where level you are, even if you are a yellow belt or you are a green belt, or maybe you are a red belt. The dan means the degree of the black belt. So there are 1 to 9 degree in Taekwondo. That is only referred to a black belt. D is the belt that you wear. So everybody wears different colored belts, and it depends on your rank and your skills and your time you have put into Taekwondo practice. And you can get a different colored belt or a different group after you completed your exam. The last word today is the tool. The tools are patterns. So each color belt and each black belt, they have their own specific patterns, which are called tools in Korean, that you have to learn and master before you reach to the next one. And you have to be practicing the patterns, the tools, very diligently. So before earning the next level, you have to successfully demonstrate that you have mastery in your tools, not just the ones that you are required to know for the current level, but all the previous ones. So as you move forward with your Taekwondo studies, you will learn more and more tools, and you have to learn all of them. So obviously you are probably going to practice the Chanji, which is the very first tool, the most, because that's the basic tool that you have to know. That's one of the tools that when you are woken up in the middle of the night and somebody says you have to do Chanji, then yes, and then you start doing it. That's one of the most important tools. And it's very important that when you do a promotion for the next test, you have to take it seriously and you have to practice it and do the best job that you can do. This is a basic Korean vocabulary for now. We're gonna have more videos like this, so stay tuned for those. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for this channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.